While still grieving the brutal loss of their parents, the Reiner family faces a new fear, losing another family member. Even as the siblings want to help their brother Nick, a chilling sense of dread has gripped them. Even after the brutal December 14 killings of their parents, Hollywood legend Rob Reiner and his wife Michele Singer Reiner, the Reiner family is making a choice that has stunned many. Despite the suspect being their own brother, the family wants to help Nick, not see him executed. But behind that plea is fear. Fear for their safety and fear of losing yet another life. According to the U.S. Sun, Nick's siblings believe the alleged stabbings were driven by a severe mental health collapse, not calculated intent. A family friend told the publication the family does not want the death penalty, saying the last thing they want is, quote, another killing in an already shattered family. The source added that executing Nick would only deepen the pain, noting, quote, it won't bring back Rob and Michele. According to sources with direct knowledge cited by Team Z, Nick was diagnosed around 2020 with schizoaffective disorder, a severe mental illness that combines symptoms of schizophrenia, including delusions and hallucinations, with intense mood disorders like mania and deep depression. Sources say for years Nick struggled, but by late 2025, something had finally gone right. He was stable, his medication was working, there were no immediate red flags suggesting violence. Then came the decision that now sits at the center of this tragedy. Sources tell TMZ Investigates that roughly 1 month before the murders, doctors made the choice to change Nick's medication, despite the fact that the existing treatment appeared to be effective. Why was it changed? Sources refused to reveal the reason, saying only that the explanation would shock the public and made no sense. What followed was a rapid and frightening decline. According to sources cited by TMZ, the medication change sent Nick into a dangerous spiral. He became increasingly agitated, erratic, and emotionally unstable. Those closest to him noticed the shift, especially his parents. Rob and Michele Reiner reportedly became alarmed by their son's behavior, but were unsure how to intervene without making things worse. Despite the visible deterioration, sources say no psychiatric hold was placed on Nick while doctors attempted to recalibrate his treatment. This is a critical point. According to TMZ Investigates, even as Nick's behavior grew more unpredictable and concerning, doctors did not move to hospitalize him or isolate him for emergency stabilization. Instead, the family was left trying to manage a worsening mental health crisis inside their own home. By the time of the murders, sources say Nick had experienced a complete break from reality. Hallucinations, disorganized thinking, emotional volatility, all symptoms consistent with an acute schizoaffective episode. Sources tell TMZ that Nick was no longer grounded in reality and could not fully understand the consequences or nature of his actions. It was during this mental collapse that Rob and Michele Reiner were killed. Now, this medical timeline is expected to form the backbone of Nick Reiner's legal defense. Under California law, a defendant does not have to prove he didn't know right from wrong to claim insanity. Instead, the legal standard focuses on whether the accused understood the nature and quality of the act itself. Sources say Nick's attorneys are expected to argue that the medication change and the lack of a psychiatric hold rendered him legally insane. In the Reiner case, the absence of a psychiatric hold, despite escalating warning signs, now raises difficult questions about responsibility, oversight, and whether earlier intervention could have altered the outcome. As the legal process moves forward, these questions may prove just as significant as the charges themselves.